What's up guys, Dustin here. Figured we'd do a quick beer tasting. Today we're going to be trying the Garage Project Wabi Sabi Sour. It's not a beer I've ever had before, but we'll try it out, see what we think. I have had plenty of sours before, just not this one. So let's crack it open, see what it looks like. Beautiful, super clear beer. A lot of sours kind of end up this kind of color. Looks quite good. Oh, that's different. How can I describe that? So about the beer color, looks almost a bit like a Budweiser maybe. Maybe just a little bit darker, a little bit golden. About a finger and a half ahead on there. That's really interesting. Just the smell is quite interesting. I've had a lot of sour ales. I like sour ales. I watched Mike from Hardy Yard Brewing. Oh my god, I might have just screwed that up. Sorry. Hard Yards Brewing, I believe. Tasted a sour and he didn't seem to like it at all, judging by his reaction. So I've had plenty of them. I quite like them. This one smells really interesting. It's a I can't really describe it. It's kind of an earthy kind of smell. For some reason it kind of reminds me of growing up in Christmas time. I don't know why. It's not really a Christmassy smell. It's just something from my childhood that reminds me of Christmas. So something from my grandma's house or my aunt and uncle's house possibly. So let's give it a shot. I'll give it one more smell, see if I can come up with a good descriptor. It's a little bit strange. Kind of a earthy, like a earthy, grassy kind of smell, maybe. We'll give it a shot though. Cheers. Oh. Now I've had a lot of sour ales and I quite like sour ales. I'm not gonna lie, I'm absolutely not a fan of this. Wow. I like most Garage Project beers and I love sour ales. I've had plenty of them. I lived in San Diego for quite a while and sour beers were really easy to get. A lot of Russian River beers. There's Supplication, Sanctification, quite a few others. Quite love the Supplication. It was done with a bit of cherries, which this could definitely do with some. Wow. I'm not a fan of this at all. I'm sorry. I love sour ales, but there's something about this. It's kind of a grassy... I don't want to call it a grassy, because grassy notes generally aren't a bad thing, but this is... Man. Let me see if I can get another taste of this. It doesn't taste like wasabi, so it's not like a heat. I quite like wasabi. So it's nothing like that. It might be the yuzu, Y-U-Z-U. I don't know what kind of flavor that's supposed to be, but that's I don't know if I'm going to finish this actually. It's been a very long time since I've actually poured a beer down the drain. Which is why I'm a bit amused by this, because I don't like it. This doesn't have the traditional sour tang to it. This doesn't have a traditional sour flavor to it. It's not good. I'm sorry guys. I'll still put this up just so you guys can see it. And I gotta get a descriptor of this flavor. It's almost a mixture of there's a fruit. It's not It's not the honeydew. I can taste a touch of the honeydew. There's just something about this beer. I really don't like it. It's almost a meaty, like a bad meat flavor or something. Not quite sure. Maybe it's kind of rotten honeydew. But it doesn't have a sour flavor. This isn't, you know, you think of traditional sours and traditional wild ales and things like that, and they've got a certain punch to them. And this doesn't have that at all. And I'm really, really not a fan. I'm very sorry. So I'll read the back label real quick. The concept of the Wabi Sabi is hard to define. It is natural simplicity, flawed beauty, the way imperfection can make an object more compelling. Sourness produced by the lactic bacteria in beer is normally considered a flaw. This beer is naturally soured and is sharp, tart character complemented with honeydew melon and the juice and rind of fresh yuzu. Nothing is perfect, but sometimes imperfection can be beautiful. It must be the yuzu. I've never had yuzu. I'll look up the pronunciation of that. I apologize. But it must be that I'm tasting. I'm not getting any of the lactobacillus flavor at all. That's prevalent in a beer, or should be prevalent in a beer like this. That should be very upfront, and it's not. I'm sorry. I think it tastes a bit like rind. Now that I read the label, it's a bit like the rind of a something, and I don't like it. So there we go. That's the Garage Project Yuzu Honeydew. I'm going to give this a very solid 2 thumbs down. It's just really bad. I'm sorry, guys. I love most of your beers. I've got a couple more in my fridge, not of this, thank goodness. But this is bad. This isn't sour flavor. This isn't how a sour should taste, in my opinion. I'm no expert, but it's really disgusting. So there you have it. The Wabi Sabi is definitely going down the drain. I'm sorry. So hopefully our next beer review will be a bit better. I've got some Cat's Pajamas. I've got some Panhead, the Red IPA, I believe, the Rye IPA. I'll have to double check that, and I'm wrong. I'll pop it up somewhere. I'm not filming where I normally film, but I'll pop it up somewhere. So yeah, I'm very sorry, guys. This is not how I was hoping it would go. So I'll do another beer review sometime very shortly, possibly this weekend even. It's currently Friday, so we'll see what we got going this weekend, see if I have time and space and everything like that to do one. And if I do, I'll knock it out, and if I don't, I will do it early next week. Until next time, guys, cheers. Sorry I didn't like your beer. It's just not